What's up? Today is, child, what do I even call this? Did I write it down? Flashback? No, TV Thursday. Listen, today is like my 6th video of the day. I'm trying to get a backlog so I don't leave y'all hanging. My hair is looking tacky, honey. I had 2 puffs just a minute ago. I'm trying to give y'all hair variances so y'all don't be looking at the video like, she was wearing that last week. She was. She was. We talking about Lucy. We're doing TV Thursday. Welcome to the inaugural episode. Mostly we gonna be talking about black TV, but I had to kick it off with my favorite show, my first favorite show, which was I Love Lucy. I actually have a picture painted of Lucy and Desi from that I got in Times Square when I was 6 years old. Me and my father were walking through the city, child, and there was a painter on the street painting, and he painted Lucy and Desi, and I was like, Father, I must have this. I have to have it. And he bought it, and I still have it. Almost 22 years later, I still have it, and I still hang it on my walls. It's not in this new house yet. Super side note, I had a dream last night that I re-met, because I've met her before, Bernadette Stanis. And I don't know why. Anyway, Lucy. I Love Lucy is an American television sitcom that originally aired on CBS. Get this, before any of us were born, from October 15th, 1951 to May 6th, 1957. It's not a lot of us that were here for that. Not a lot. With a total of 180 half-hour episodes spanning 6 seasons. It starred Lucille Ball and her husband, Desi Arnaz, along with Vivian Vance and William Fawley, who did not like each other. They didn't. We pretty much all know about I Love Lucy. So what I'm going to do is slide over to some I Love Lucy facts. 12 things you never knew about I Love Lucy. Let's see if I knew them or not. It all started with a radio program. I did know that. Did know that. In 1948, CBS went to Lucille Ball in hopes to turn her popular radio show called My Favorite Husband into a television program. While the radio version originally featured Richard Denning as Lucy's husband, she told the network she'd agree only if her real-life husband, Desi Arnaz, was cast in the role. Originally, the network had their doubts, but ultimately they agreed, and listen, it was for the best. But what I heard was that they didn't want to put Ricky in the role because nobody in America would believe that an interracial couple existed. Like, girl, she was literally married to him for real. I'm not understanding how what's not to believe. Ricky Ricardo almost went by the name Larry Lopez. I did not know that. But the producers did not like the alliteration of Larry and Lucy. Larry and Lucy Lopez, that's a lot to say. That's a lot to say. It was one of the first shows filmed in Hollywood. Do not get me started on the history of Hollywood, going back to Mary Pickford. Do not. Don't get me started. I'll talk for the rest of the night. Before then, most shows were taped live in New York City, but since the Arnazes did not want to move away from their Los Angeles home, the set was in California. It was also the first show to use 3 different cameras, which was revolutionary at the time. Miss Lucy said, girls, if I'm going to do this show, we're going to do it right. Okay, we're going to have 3 cameras. We're doing it in Hollywood. My husband's going to be Cuban because my husband is Cuban, period. They had 300 live audience members each taping. Ooh, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Like, studio audiences baffle me because I've been on sets. I've done some things. We don't have to talk about it. If you've been here long enough, you know I've been on camera since I was a wee child. A studio audience could never be me, especially not as a child. I'm more outgoing now than I was as a kid. A studio audience Child. But it says the actors were so good that scenes very rarely had to be retaped, which means the audience often got a start to finish experience. That's awesome. This also helped Ball, who worked best when she had immediate audience feedback. I love that. We all know the actors who played Fred and Ethel hated each other in real life. William Frawley and Vivian Vance just didn't get along. They just didn't. They were offered a spinoff at the end of I Love Lucy. Vivian said no. William was like, yes, girl, let's do it. Like, I know we hate each other, whatever, it's fine. Money. Vivian was like, no. Frawley had a reputation for being a heavy drinker. He looked it. He's not with us any longer. None of these people are here. Now they say the same thing about Arnaz. Why they do that to Desi? Okay, so Desi Arnaz fought to bring William Frawley on. Is it Frawley? Excuse me. With the agreement that if he missed work for any reason other than being legitimately sick, he would be ridden out of the show. So they was like, look, you good for the show and everything, we love you down. If you too drunk to come to work, that's it. That's it. The heart in the opening credits wasn't originally what aired. It only became the iconic opening once CBS started rerunning the series in 1959. Shut up! Before then, the opening credits featured clay figures of... Oh, I've seen those clay figures of Ball and Arnaz with sponsored products from companies like Philip Morris Cigarettes, Procter & Gamble, and Lilt Home Permanent. I don't know Lilt. The girls shouldn't be doing perms at home. Lilt, whoever other brand, do not do your perm at home. Go to a professional, please. And I'm not talking about relaxers, even though you also probably shouldn't be doing your relax at home. But it's a lot easier than doing a permanent wave. Don't do it. It was the first show to syndicate reruns. Shut up. Arnaz is credited for inventing the rerun. He came up with the concept as a way to give Ball some much needed time off after having a baby. That's nice. That's crazy. I never knew. 44 million viewers watched the episode where Lucy gave birth to little Ricky. That is 72% of all U.S. homes who owned TVs at the time. And more watched this episode than Dwight D. Eisenhower getting sworn in as president the very next day. That was like, all right, president... or Lil Ricky. We gonna watch Lil Ricky get born, cause honey, we've been waiting for Ricky. Arnaz wore lifts in his shoes to make him look taller. I didn't know that as well. He listed his official height as 5'11", but he was really 5'9", and can credit 2 inches to his special shoes. Oh, he was aiming for 6 feet. He didn't get there. Now I just pictured Desi in heels, honey, and he's working the catwalk. Vance says her contract, Vance being Vivian Vance, says her contract required her to always weigh 10 pounds more than Ball. I mean, I'm trying to weigh my options here. Would I do it? Would I want to be the fat friend or the skinny friend? Do it matter? I'll call y'all back when I have an answer. Although it's never been officially confirmed if this is fact or just a joke. But perhaps it doesn't matter because the two women remained friends even after their time on the show ended. Which is why on the Lucy show she came back as the best friend Vivian, period. But we talking about I Love Lucy. It was the first show to end while still being number 1 in the Nielsen ratings. Girl, they was just sick of it. They was like, we're going out on top. Period. And that is all the facts. Let's see if there's anything else on the Wikipedia that I find interesting enough to share, because I think we all pretty much know about I Love Lucy. Several episodes have been colorized. Desi Arnaz had expressed interest in airing the show in color as early as 1955, but the cost of such a presentation was prohibitive at the time. The first episode to be colorized was the Christmas special, which had been feared to be lost for many years as it was not included in the regular syndication package with the rest of the series. A copy was discovered in 1989 in the CBS vaults. The vaults. Let's talk about vaults very quickly. Why everybody got vaults? Why does Disney have vaults? What's in there? Like, why y'all hid the movies in vaults? Y'all didn't have file cabinets? I'm confused. From the Disney, y'all remember in the 90s? From the Disney vaults. See it like never seen before from the Disney vaults. Okay. I'm sorry, I had a moment. Let's see. In the summer 2001, Columbia House Television began releasing I Love Lucy on DVD in chronological order. You better believe I had me some of them DVDs. And that's pretty much it. Y'all know about I Love Lucy. This is just kind of a look into the things that I like to watch. So thank you for watching thank you for watching me talk about what I like to watch. And thank you for visiting on TV Thursday. Peace. I didn't click the button. Peace.